Hi, this is Rich Cormadoni from Korg USA, and we're here with the Radius, the KP3, and the R3. The Radius has been reloaded with a whole new bank of sounds, so I'm going to play you a few of those. These are extremely useful synth sounds that run the whole gamut. So we've got some motion synthesizers, great pads, some sounds that really take advantage of the built-in vocoder as well. So here's a good synth lead. Just run you through a few more of those. This one's called Morning Sun, one of my favorites. Low aliasing oscillator technology from the Oasis shining through in these new sounds. And there's a great one here called Northern Lights that just sounds absolutely fantastic. Now here behind me on the screen you can see the editor librarian. The Radius has a USB port which plugs in and lets you edit all of your sounds with mouse control. So if you want to make changes to, say, the shape of your LFO, it's as easy as just moving the mouse. Now the Radius is available in two configurations. You can get the rack mount unit by itself, or you can get the entire Radius keyboard. You can pop off this side panel, move it left or right, and configure it any way you like. And we've got it mounted with a Chaos pad here. So we've got some great filter control going on. Now, if we can, let me move you over to the R3, and we'll play with some one of my favorite keyboards here. This is the R3. It has a great 16-band vocoder. Watch this. Thank you for visiting Korg. That's format motion. Both the Radius and the R3 allow you to record 7.5 seconds of format data and play it back using the keys. Now the R3 is a 2-timbre synth that's very affordable and sounds extremely good. So 2 timbres at once sounds like this. This big knob right in the middle lets you choose from 16 different categories of sound. So I've got vintage bass, lead, and polysynths. I'm in the vintage bass sound right now. And as I'm playing, these 4 knobs, whenever I call up a new sound, these are set up to do useful things for the sound that I've chosen. Change what these knobs are doing with this larger knob right over here. Now both the Radius and the R3 have something called virtual patching. Now you might remember back in the old days when you wanted to make changes to a synthesizer, an analog synth, you would use actual patch cables to patch the different elements together. Not so much the old days, you can still do that on a lot of very cool modular synths. The Radius and R3 let you do that. We have 6 virtual patch cables. So what I'm going to do is go to my first virtual patch and connect LFO number 1 to filter cutoff. Check this out. So now the LFO is automatically sweeping the filter. Now here's something you can only do on these 2 synthesizers. While that LFO is sweeping, I'm going to change the filter type that is being used. High pass, band pass, low pass, except I'm not going to do it with a switch. I'm going to blend smoothly between them using this knob. Now let's get really crazy and speed up that LFO. So these mind-bending sounds can only come from the geniuses of Korg. Thanks very much for watching.